Hello to my Libras. Libra. We had a full moon in Libra. That's right. We're in a waning gibbous moon in Libra now. Right? So that's right. That's right. That waning gibbous moon phase. We're getting closer and closer and closer to this last quarter moon phase. So hopefully during this full moon in Libra and also this penumbral lunar eclipse in Libra, you took some notes. Like you really, really sat down and thought about if you're out of balance or if you're balanced or whatever the situation is. Source is saying, hopefully you start you journaling, right? Because there's a lot of information coming to you about your ancestral family line, what was passed down through that umbilical cord on both sides, how your emotions and things were shaped, no matter where you grew up, your what schools you went to, just the environment that you're around. Sources saying, hopefully you're taking notes, and protecting your energy. Please protect your energy, Libras. Let's get into it. This is a general reading. Take only what resonates with you. I already asked Most High God for clarity in every area of your lives. And so let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on, Libras. Let us see what's going on. This is a general reading. Take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below. We also have digital calendars and digital journals. Remember, we do not solicit donations. If that's something you want to do, there is a button down there. There's also a links for the digital calendars as well. And there's never any pressure. It's just there. It's for convenience. You all ask for it. We provide it. And so there it is. Whoop, there it is. Here we have the 10 of Cups here, right? So I definitely see you finding your group of energies. Definitely feeling free and, versatile to really move around. I feel like somebody is definitely a healer, but you're definitely healing from just kind of sort of the religious beliefs that could have been just stuck to somebody's mind about the types of people you need to be around, your sensuality, your sexuality, your what adds joy to your life, and what kind of seeds you want to plant, what kind of soil. So that can even be something where you're saying, okay, don't, you could have come from a background of people that are saying, unless you see all the funny videos online where people are like, their family don't believe that they're successful unless they get all A pluses in school, or all, that they have letters before or after their name. They don't consider them as successful, but you may want to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? So it's just saying you're learning how to get away from energies that land on the dark side of the number 8, energies that are forceful and egotistical, or getting out of that. I feel helpless. I feel like that's the only way I'm supposed to do something. That's the only way I'm going to be able to create the life that I want. So source is saying you're going to actually feel very lucky to be around energies that will teach you how to speak things into existence. And then God is taking it to the next level by saying, I'm physically putting you around these energies to help you. So here we have the 3 of Wands as well. So see a lot of opportunities coming your way to meet a lot of people. If those of you all who are looking for a job and you want to be in because I feel like somebody's going to be moving into another job where the energies around you, they're pouring into you, right? You're pouring into them. People are leaving their, problems outside the door. They're not bringing a bunch of drama into the workplace. They really focus on the mission at hand. So that's what I'm saying. So congratulations in advance, Libra. Congratulations. Yeah. Around that table, you may find your person. You may find your love interest. Remember, your sign is a sign is really like a relationship sign, right? You rather connect with people who are going along with the flow instead of there's a bunch of friction there. So your prayers are definitely being answered. Here we also have the Empress card too. Learning how to cut ties with what was passed. Like I said, what was passed down through that umbilical cord. We also have the Queen of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and we have the Ace of Wands, the 6 of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Yep. Queen of Wands here. We have the 6 of Wands here. We have the Ace of Wands. So not only is your prayer life increasing, so is your meditation life. So whoever, you could be arguing, it could be a lot of fire, a lot of friction between you and your mom, you and your kids, you and your organization, but it's really internal friction going on here. So Source is saying to you, here we have, there's a lot of temptation. Like whenever you feel like, you're dealing with energies that are lost or confused, or they're going through, you keep trying to pray for them, but they keep preying on your perceived weaknesses. that causes you to be, like I said, joining them in their wilderness situation. The source is saying stay away from them. Get action oriented, stay focused. Stay focused, stay focused, because people who like to argue, they like to stay in that because they're battling themselves, and you got to recognize what the game is. So it doesn't matter who they are, if it's a love interest, parents, adult children, siblings, whoever. When they constantly like to argue with you and you're like, okay, here we go, the argument is the same, I don't know how we ended up here, okay, let me stop before I come back at them and say something, and then all of a sudden you're the bad person. let me stop myself. Yeah, let me stop myself. I already know what this is. Sometimes people will start an argument with you just to stay connected with you. I know that sounds odd, right? But that's for real. Like some people, they argue with you just to stay connected with you, just to stay connected, because just to say they won the argument, because that for them makes them feel more powerful. It makes them feel like, okay, they have something over you. I'm older than you. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm smarter than you. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm better than you are. I'm this gender. You don't know. I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this longer than you have. You don't know what you're talking about. Preying on your perceived weakness. So it's just like, listen, prayer is available to everybody. So praying on what perceived weakness? Hey, let me move you to the side so I can get some clarity from God. Okay? Let me get some clarity from God. I ain't arguing with you about that. So here comes some kind of partnership in love and or in business trying to come in. Like I said, around that table, I definitely see somebody in a new position possibly where it's just a different energy around, the different creative energies, not a whole bunch of arguing and stressed out over this. Same thing with love relationship for those of you all who want to be in a love relationship. Here we have high priestess energy. So however you develop and there's a lot of spiritual beliefs too, religious and spiritual beliefs kind of sort of blended in there. But again, people are not trying to argue with you. They can disagree with you without coming across as disagreeable. So you can kind of like, y'all can expound on what your belief systems are when it comes to certain people, places, and things. That's all it is. So it's just a different crowd of energies. Here we also have the Hermit card, the Queen of Wands. Here we have the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and then also the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Yep. Those energies know that you're looking for their acceptance, their approval. And so sources say when you get in hermit mode, that's when it's going to really make sense to you, because when the moon moves through Virgo, that's when it lets you know, okay, when all the dust settles, why do I always have to feel like the one that I just got out of a fight with somebody? Like when I'm talking to certain people, places, and things, why do I feel like, okay, I just came out of battle. Either I feel defeated or I feel victorious. It shouldn't even be from once. Source is trying to tell you it's other types of energies that's going to help you balance it out. Here we also have the Page of Swords. So I see whatever anxiety you may have been going through, something with games playing and stuff, it's going to go away very soon, because again, Source is putting you around a different type of energy so that you don't have to spend a whole lot of time arguing. I feel like you're going to be building your legacy with someone who is also happy, free. They're motivational. They motivate people. They're clear. They are just not low self-esteem, not narcissistic, that kind of energy. So I definitely feel like God is putting you around a different type of energy, that can discuss religion as well as spirituality, right? Without being argumentative, especially since here we also have the Seven of Pentacles, especially since so I definitely see you planting seeds somewhere new. Definitely see you planting somewhere new. And when I would say new, I'm talking about like a new job, new whatever you've been praying for. New location, new geographical location. So that could be upstairs in the same building. That's a different geographical location. So it's just saying to you, here we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I definitely feel like you are planting seeds, somewhere. Definitely feel like you're planting seeds and closing out cycles. Yep, something has definitely been fulfilled. Where you just said, "Hey, I'm tired of the blowtorching. I'm tired of that. I don't want if it doesn't involve me helping somebody to adjust their crown, if it's causing me to be angry, frustrated, temperament to be all over the place, then I need to move on. I really need to move on. So that's why God is putting you around some different type of energies in your personal and your professional life, if whatever you prayed for. Like I said, here's the Two of Wands here. So, yep. So it's, you're leaving the past behind and moving forward. Here we have the Knight of Wands, right? And so again, so it's to say you're staying locked in and focused, because You would rather go it alone than have to deal with argumentative family members, argumentative friends, argumentative love interests. You rather not argue with yourself about it. It's like, I'd rather be by myself than be in those spaces where I'm just burned out and confused until I can figure some things out, right? So there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. I'm going to give you the questions for the moon in Sagittarius in a few minutes. Give me a second. Yeah, so the leading card right here is Ten of Cups. Source is definitely answering your prayers by putting you around some energies that are at peace, with themselves. They have a lot of great ideas, like you have a lot of great ideas. You won't feel burned out around these energies. It'll literally feel like, and this is coming soon if you aren't already there. And I see in that you're going to find somebody that you're building your legacy with. And things are going to just flow, for real. It's just going to flow. The spaces that I see you in, it's just going to flow. Your workplace is going to flow. Your love life situation, friendships, whatever, it's just going to flow. So it's going to feel like, okay, this is exactly what I prayed for. This is what I prayed for, right? To not be around energies where I feel like I'm in survival mode. Here we have the Eight of Swords. Here we also have the Page of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and also the Six of Cups, right? So yeah, I definitely feel like you're moving forward in childlike faith. See these two kids right here moving forward in childlike faith, just like other people are moving forward in childlike faith to their respective spaces, right? But once somebody learns how to let bridges burn out and just kind of fizzle out without being in a blowtorch match with somebody, that's when you have it figured out. You don't have to be in a state of confusion. Just staying firm on your decision to let some things fizzle out, especially if you can already see a nightmare headed your way. Like, So you don't have to sit around and think, am I going crazy? What's wrong with me? Why do I have these thoughts? And I just need some more information. If you're waiting for a big full-on argument with somebody, then more work needs to be done. For real. Like more work needs to be done. So it's like, I feel like somebody would rather go it alone by themselves than have to deal with that kind of stuff in the workplace and at home. So kudos and congratulations to you. It's two situations in particular, like I said, sources saying, I need you to stay focused and get away from the overthinking. Like get away from that. The overthinking is two types of situations. Source kept saying, get away from those types of energies. They keep you in fight mode and you don't recognize yourself. And so it's like walking around with people's dirty ashes in your water, and you drink that water, and then you act like them, you speaking like them, you talk like them, you act like them, you short fused, all of that. So two sides to this nightmare energy. Yeah, so source is saying you don't want to be people's nightmares, and you certainly don't want them to be yours. So two situations in particular, something is coming to an end very soon. Seven of Cups here. So I definitely feel like somebody feels tempted to go backwards, because after you've been in situations where you've been in fight mode with people for so long, you need a minute to process the trauma of it all. Like somebody keep blowtorching you, built up this tough exterior, and so it's just like, no, you need some time to process all of that. Like, where did that come from? It came from the womb. If you grew up in a household with this bunch of fire going on, like a lot of fighting, a lot of all of that stuff, which a lot of people came out of, so here we have, you're going to feel very fortunate to take it all the way back to the beginning and say, this is Jupiter right here, Wheel of Fortune. You're going to feel very fortunate to be able to pinpoint what it is and say, okay, once I feel like I'm in spaces where, I have to fight my way out of some things or argue my way out of some things, as I saw that growing up, and I have the foresight to see that that's how things are going to be, I can I can quietly remove myself from some situations ahead of time. That's what somebody's learning. If I'm dating somebody, it's not going to make it to marriage. Somebody don't even have to go through all of the, we went through our highs and lows, and y'all looking like y'all the parents that came out of the bathroom on on the movie Boomerang. But I mean, they enjoyed themselves in the bathroom, but that's how somebody look like they just been in battle, but like on a different situation. So you're like, nah, I'm not, especially if there's other people involved, like maybe you have, so somebody's a succubus. Dream even bigger. It's time to release the burden. Should you double back for them? Obviously, the answer is no. Their plan to disrupt your money backfire. So sources saying keep on moving forward. your bitter ex's lover wants you, and it's a guy apologizes for betraying you. So like I said before, you don't have to actually be engaged in sexual activity with an energy to recognize that there's succubus or incubus energy, that they're demons. Part of their demons could be sex demons, right? Food demons, drugs, alcohol, whatever kind of demons they have. It could be fear, doubt, whatever. But Source is saying to you, you got to know what your demons are first in order to even recognize it. You got to know what your demons are first in order to even recognize it. So a lot of times people like to talk about other people's demons. Oh, I'm trying to just help them with their demons. Help yourself with your demons. Help yourself with your demons, right? Help yourself with your demons, because when people know how to turn that energy on and off, right? And knowing how to put it under submission. But if you don't know how to control yours, that would be a horrible mix if you don't know how to control your demons or even recognize them. So affirmations for patience. I am here in this present moment. I have all that I need. I lack nothing. Time is relative. Right now is all that matters. I wait with excitement. All good things come in due time. All is working for my highest good. So I feel like maybe succubus energy may have been passed down through the umbilical cord. Like I said before, mom could have had a best friend who was into some stuff. Dad could have had some best friends who was into some stuff. And all it takes is being in that auric layer to even absorb that energy, to even recognize that spirit, right? And if somebody didn't tell you about incubus, succubus spirits or different types of demons and those kind of things, and just like, well, that person has demons, but they didn't tell you that everybody has demons. Everybody has a cross to bear, and until you recognize your demons, you'll go out pointing out everybody else's. They're succubus, they're incubus, they got a drug problem, they drink too much, they this and that. You'll be talking about everybody else's, but somehow you won't see your own. So that's what Source is trying to help you to do. Is like, you rather go at it alone until you can recognize what your demons are, so that it's going to be easier for you to say, that would irritate my demons. And so, for example, let's say, for instance, you got to a point, let's say something got so out of control. Let's say you had because sugar seems to be the big demon that a lot of people, it's kind of hard for people to kind of like give up sugar, because it's in so many ingredients of so many things, not just cakes and cookies and stuff. But let's say things got out of hand where your doctor said, okay, I'm going to need you to really kind of scale back on this, that, and the other, right? So you meet somebody where you feel like, man, this is my person right here. I could see us, doing X, Y, and Z. And you tell them, what your demons are, or somehow you express what your demons are. And they're like, I was thinking about opening up a bakery, or I'm not gonna stop eating cookies and cake. I'm not the one with the problem, right? Does it make them evil? No, they just know how to. It's not their. For them, they're saying it's not unhealthy for them. And same thing with sex. When the moon moved through Taurus, that reminded everybody that sex, money, wanting nice things is not evil. It's just the overindulgence of it, right? But so if you're around a person who has a healthy sexual appetite, and let's say your demons you didn't recognize were maybe passed down through, maybe it wasn't even your parents that had sex demons. It could have been the people they were connected to and just didn't know how to get that off of their spirit. Just because a person likes to dress, a certain way, or is very in tune with their body, there's so many different, like tantric sex, tantric yoga, it's so many like healthy, sexual practices. Or a person, if they have a nice house or a nice car, does that make them greedy and overindulgent if they worked hard to get it? That's what the moon in Taurus teaches us. It's like, and then it's like, so when the dust settles and you recognize, hey, I know what my demons are. And, as soon as somebody says certain things to me, or, it irritates that part of me. It doesn't have to be something unhealthy. So I hope that makes sense to somebody, because chocolate cake isn't going away. Vanilla cake isn't going away. Strawberry cake isn't going away. Cookies aren't going away. People are not going to stop, drinking alcohol. They're not going to stop engaging in sexual practices. It's not, like I said, they're not going to stop buying nice homes and big properties and acres of land. They're not going to stop doing those things. So you got to recognize what your demons are so that you can say, okay, until I can really get some things under control with myself, I need to first, identify what my demons are. So that's what I'm seeing for you. That's what I'm seeing for you. So like I keep trying to tell everybody, is like, you don't have to, like you hear people say, oh, I could never work in a fast food place, or I could never work in a like a bakery or anything like that. I'll be 400 pounds, I'll be 600 pounds, or whatever the case may be. But there are people in there that's like, that don't even faze them. That's not even their, they work there. I mean, they making a honest living, and so they may not even eat the food. They may say, I don't even faze, I eat a different kind of food, or I may go for the healthier options, that kind of thing. So that's what Source is trying to help you to do. Here are the questions for the moon in Sagittarius. First question is, what is your heart yearning to learn and do? Second question is, where do you want to be in 5 to 10 years? Third question is, what are the main challenges on your path to your envisioned future? Fourth question is, are there ways to solidify your foundation for taking off, perhaps saving money so that you can leave your job and learning a new skill? And then last but not least is, are you on your path? That's going to be really important for you to know that you're on your path, right? Not somebody else's path. You're on your path. But if certain people are saying certain things to you and it's causing a nightmare for you, or bringing nightmares, do yourself a favor before it becomes a nightmare in real life. If somebody's saying certain things, like I gave the idea of, like, you met somebody and they check off all the boxes, and then that your demon is sweets. Because sugar, if you've ever read any books on how to stop eating sugar, that thing it's serious. A lot of people think it's a joke, but it is. If you've ever read any books about trying to curb your sugar habits and those kind of things, and this just a mere mention of sugar, for somebody sends them into a nightmare state. Source is saying, yeah, it's probably a good idea for you to not move on with that person. 66, I am positive. So your guardian angel is teaching you the essence of unconditional love. You are encouraged to have faith that the universe will provide for you while you are manifesting your inner desires. Yeah. So that's what somebody is learning. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this has been very helpful for you. And I will see you all in the next reading. That's what I have for you. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.